This is the Louie T Network.
See, first come the preseason, and I don't take a day off. And then my team was 6-10, and we ain't smell the playoffs. Yeah, I seen the Super Bowl, but I heard they just play balls. A lot of teams had injuries. Sam Bradford had to take off. Go hard in the offseason, but you don't know the half. Before you know, we gon' look up, and we ready for the draft. They dressed up in that suit top, and I don't know how to act. They waiting, so patient, so they can put on that hat. Who else could it be? But your man Luke. Okay, so when she asks you where you at, you tell her you in the lab room. Who else could it be? Who? But your man Luke. Okay, so when she asks where you was at, you can tell her you was in the lab room. Yeah.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome. You are in the lab room. Of course, I am your host, Luke. Thank you for joining me. Week number 4 in the National Football League is getting kicked off with Thursday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers at home taking on the Baltimore Ravens. AFC North family business. If these two teams say they ain't did it, then they ain't did it. But if they did, well, that's family business. So this one loses a little bit of its luster. No Ben Roethlisberger, but for me, I'm enjoying every second of it because I'm a Michael Vick fan. And so, my man Vick is going to get an opportunity to write a new chapter in the book of Vick. And this is a big chapter because it's the final chapter. So he's got to make sure he writes this chapter very meticulously. No mistakes. Make sure you write every single word that you mean. So what I'm basically saying to you, Michael, is make sure you take care of the football. Make sure you don't make mistakes. You're playing for more football next year. You're not guaranteed a contract past this season. You had to wait to get work until the end of the preseason, which means you're on your last legs, brother. So you got to go out and play and perform and show that, hey, I still got a little bit of football left in me. And we know you can still play this game. But this is a really good opportunity because this is a good football team. Normally, guys like you don't end up on good football teams at the end of their careers, okay? Like last year when you were with the Jets, bad football team. We don't want to go back there, so take advantage of this opportunity, Michael. Write that final chapter of your career. Leave that legacy, that lasting, indelible image of Michael Vick in the National Football League. And here's an opportunity to get that started on the right track by winning a game against a team that's struggling. In the 0-3 Baltimore Ravens, they're starving. Their season really was on the line last week and they blew it, but their season isn't really on the line this week because with the injury to Ben Roethlisberger, it kind of opens the door just ever so slightly because we know Cincinnati, at some point this season, they're going to lose 3 out of 4 games. They're going to do that. Don't ask me when it's going to happen, but they're going to do that at some point. I'm pretty sure of that. So at that point, if the Ravens are getting hot, they're going to find themselves right up in the mix somewhere. And we don't know what the AFC wild card is going to look like. Will Buffalo keep playing the type of football they're going to play? Are the Jets going to hang around or are they going to fall off the cliff? We don't know what the AFC holds in store for us. Kansas City struggling right now. San Diego struggling right now. I mean, the AFC wild card is wide open. So Baltimore saying, hey, we're not dead yet. But you can slam the door shut on them, Pittsburgh. So, Michael, you got to come out, play some good football, put these boys away. All right, and the way to do that, take care of the football. Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. You got L.B out there balling. Get him the football. Tones, get the ball to Tones. Let him continue to catch 5 or more passes in a football game and let him do what it is he does and showcase his talents. You've got playmakers out there. Get them the football. Let them do the heavy lifting. And you just sit back there and be a moderator. Make sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be. Manage the game well. Staying down in distances that are very manageable. And you should be fine in this football game. I think the defense is playing okay football right now. They're flying around. It'd be nice if Ryan Shazier could stay healthy. But I'm asking a lot from a guy that has been injured his entire career thus far, but they're flying around on the defensive side of football. Just don't make any mistakes. And you should be fine in this game. If you're the Baltimore Ravens, it's pretty simple. You got to come out, and your defense has to play much better than they have over the last 2 weeks, okay? You played an outstanding game in week 1 versus the Denver Broncos. Terrell Suggs goes down, and it's all hell broken loose. You can't stop anybody. Guys are setting career highs on you. Derek Carr set a career high. Amari Cooper went on for his first 100-yard game. The next week, A.J. Green sets a career high in receiving yards. Andy Dalton sets a career high in passing yards. You can't stop anybody from doing anything these days. Your defense has to play better in this game. If they don't, you will lose, and it will be ugly, and your season will be done. So it's really simple on the defensive side of football. Play better. The first thing you got to do is stop the run. Don't let L.L. make it easy on Michael Vick. Because if he gets going and he's running the football and he's catching it out of the backfield, you're done. So stop him first. Make Vick beat you with his left arm and see what happens then. Now, over the last couple of weeks, quarterbacks have been able to beat you with their arms. Let's hope that that's not the case in this game. But on the offensive side of football, the formula is pretty simple. Find the tight ends. Whether it's Crockett Gilmore, and I know he's dealing with an injury, don't even know if he's going to be able to play. Quick turnaround from last week's game. He left that game with an injury. Don't know if he's going to be able to play. Doesn't really matter. Find the tight end. Max Williams, somebody step up at the tight end position. They've been really good for you this season. And then you know it's all Schmitty. From the rest of the receivers, it really doesn't matter. Those guys haven't really produced anything, but Schmitty, I don't even know how you're going to be able to allow this guy to retire next year. You got to beg this guy to come back. You don't have anything at receiver. And Schmitty is out there playing like he's 25, not 37 or whatever he is, 38, whatever, however old he is. He's out there playing like a man amongst boys, like he said last year. And you got to continue to get him the football, get the tight ends involved. It'd be nice to get a little running game going. That'd be nice too, huh? Yeah, it would. You haven't really done that this year. You guys have to be more consistent. You got to put points on the scoreboard. You're not going to win scoring 17 points. You're not going to win scoring. They have to score 24 to win this game against Pittsburgh. I just don't see it happening. I lost all confidence. I picked you the last 2 weeks to win, and you let me down 2 weeks in a row. I can't do it again. You may win this game, but you won't drag me down with you if you don't. Give me the Steelers at home to put this Ravens season to rest. 27-20 in this ball game. That's my take on it. Love to hear yours. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Come back and join me as I continue to break down anything and everything in the National Football League. See you tomorrow with my picks. There's plenty more where that came from. While you're here, subscribe to the channel. If you want more Louie T, be sure to follow me on Twitter at In the Lab Room, or you can like the Facebook page at In the Lab Room. That's In the Lab Room on Facebook and at In the Lab Room on Twitter. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so.
Mm-hmm.